Let's bring in former acting ICE director and attorney Jonathan Fahey. Great of you to be here. I'm not going to ask you to speak Democrat. I don't assume that you you understand their language. But I know that there are Republicans who are putting pressure on even the president to do something, declare an emergency to get TSA workers paid and all of them back on the job. But is that the right move? The Democrats need to own this, and the American people need to understand that, Jonathan.
I think you're absolutely right. And you have to, what are we on, day 41? You have to marvel at the commitment the Democratic Party has to illegal aliens over American citizens. I mean, they're willing to inconvenience millions of people, put the rest of us in danger, and they don't seem to care. But I think President Trump, I think he's going to push to end the filibuster. I think that's a hard fight, but he should be fighting it. And the Democrats, people need to know that the Democrats are only doing this because they want to keep the illegal aliens that they've spent so much political capital on bringing in here. They want to keep them in the country. Everything they say is just pretextual and it's dishonest, and everyone that doesn't know it needs to know it. It's all about, do we deport people like the person that killed the woman in Chicago, or do we keep them here? And that's what we're doing. That's the dividing line, and the Democrats always side with the illegal aliens.
There was an Air Force veteran here in New York City who just died after being pushed onto the subway tracks by an illegal alien. I just wanted to note his death as well. Go ahead.
Yeah, Jonathan, my view on this so far has been Democrats haven't gotten a lot of political heat, which is why they've been keeping this up. Basically, they haven't had to pay a price yet. But this latest move where Republicans offered them what they were asking for and now they said no, that seems to be a crossover point where it's easier to pin on Democrats and say, you guys asked for this, Republicans gave it to you, and you still said no. Is the pressure on them going to start to change?
I think it has to, but you look at like Senator Schumer, and he's really almost willing to just go over the cliff with his flag flying high because he's fighting for his political survival. And we know everyone viewed on the Democrat side that he caved on the last one. So I don't really know. And remember 2020, what did the Democrats do? It was all subversion, trying to make people suffer, whether it was lockdowns or schools perpetually shut down. And it's almost like they're going back to that playbook because they don't have anything else. But it's so shameful that their highest priority seems to be illegal aliens. I mean, the rest of us wish we had that type of representation in Congress as illegal aliens do, because it's really stunning that they won't give an inch on this. And, I don't know, but I hope the public opinion comes against them. But there's only a very few moderates in the Democratic Party, and they're all named John Fetterman, because I don't know of a single other moderate that's left in that party. So, I'm very pessimistic at this point, much more so than I was a few weeks ago.
Well, it raises the issue, and you comparing the open border, the just swamp of millions of illegal aliens coming in under the Democrats, to this. It's how much mayhem and how much death and violence is enough for the Democrats. And there is no too much for them, is the answer, I suppose. Jonathan, final word.
That's exactly right. You would think with this murder of Sheridan Gorman in Chicago, there would have been some empathy, some sort of reflection, but they just keep going. They double down every time, and it's so shameful. But I don't see them changing. It is a far left party now, and they are fighting not only Trump at every turn, but they fight for illegal aliens over American citizens at every turn as well.
Well, let's see what Majority Leader Thune might turn to as the next move in the Senate to get this going. Jonathan Fahey, great to see you. Thanks for being with us tonight.
Thank you.
All right.